Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn has been caught trying to maneuver and avoid exposing and shedding light on B samples. Now, we already knew about the previous situation with Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte, British heavyweight, once beaten contender. Now, the same goes for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Eddie Hearn had tried to maneuver Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who has been suspended or is under investigation from the NSAC because of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. failing tests. Eddie Hearn tried to move the fight from Vegas to another location to avoid producing the results of the B sample for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. ahead of his showdown with former world champion Danny the Miracle Man Jacobs. Dillian Whyte failed the UCOD test back in July 17th, knew about the failed test July 17th, was informed about it, did not inform his opponent, Oscar Rivas, who he's facing July 20th. And we've been waiting for the B sample ever since. There was a situation with gloves. There was a situation with the sample. There was a situation with the test. All of this took place and Oscar Rivas did not know about, wasn't informed about any of this, but Eddie Hearn, Dillian Whyte were informed about this 72 hours prior. Today is November 13th, to be exact, and we still have no resolution to the B sample with Dillian Whyte, and Eddie Hearn is already talking about Dillian Whyte fighting in December, possibly in Saudi Arabia on the undercard of the highly anticipated heavyweight unification rematch between his fighter, former unified heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua, and current unified Mexican heavyweight superstar boxer Andy Ruiz Jr. December 7th. Eddie Hearn is already slating Dillian Whyte to make a ring return that day, possibly even earlier in the month of December. So now Eddie Hearn tried to maneuver a situation where Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. had failed the test. As reported yesterday, Chavez was scheduled to fight Danny Jacobs at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas on December 20th. But the NSAC placed Chavez on temporary suspension following his refusal to submit the drug test. Matchroom then contacted multiple states and found a site for the fight in Phoenix, Arizona. So Eddie Hearn, instead of producing the results of this B sample and the results of the test, tried to maneuver to move the fight outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. So he's aware that Chavez is not going to be able to produce a clean sample, right? And now the Nevada State Athletic Commission, that's the NSAC, if you don't know what the NSAC means, has sent Eddie Hearn a very, very stiff and stern letter and a warning if he attempts to do this, right? The commissioner, the executive director, Bob Bennett, has sent a strongly worded letter to Eddie Hearn, managing director of Matchroom Sports, objecting the manner in which Matchroom has handled the refusal of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. to provide a test sample to a voluntary anti-doping agency collection agency on October 24th. So he didn't even produce it. He was supposed to produce it back in October. He still has yet to do it. Just like we've yet to see any results for Dillian Whyte. In part, Bennett's letter warns grounds existing to bring disciplinary actions against Matchroom before the NSAC. If Matchroom does not take the necessary actions to come into compliance with Nevada law, our officers will consider its options. Right? Nevada law prohibits any promoter licensed by the NSAC from having any dealings related to an unarmed combat with a person who has been suspended by the NSAC. Nevada law also prohibits promoters from permitting a person under suspension from participating in any contest or exhibition of unarmed combat during the period of suspension. Any violation of Nevada or federal law by a licensed promoter provides grounds for disciplinary actions. In addition, under the Ali Act, no boxer is permitted to box while under suspension from any boxing commission due to, among other things, failure of drug tests. So Eddie Hearn can't get Dillian Whyte a fight, obviously in the UK, due to the rules and regulations. So he's trying to maneuver him out of the UK. That's the reason why he's trying to allow Dillian Whyte to fight in Saudi Arabia. He cannot get Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. to face Danny Jacobs in Las Vegas, Nevada, because of this situation, and he's immediately tried to maneuver the fight out of the original location to another location. So he found somewhere that would allow this to continue. This is disgusting that he would do such a thing, to say the least, knowing that the possibility you specifically, Eddie Hearn, had a fighter who was near and dear to my heart, Patrick Day, passed away in the ring. I'll say this again, it resulted in a loss of life in the ring. And yet you would want to maneuver guys who you know aren't doing the right thing and putting other people's lives in jeopardy. Every time these guys step in the ring, they risk their life for our entertainment, and you want to heighten that. And you know that this took place. You knew you didn't do your due diligence in a situation with Dillian Whyte and Oscar Rivas. And now this situation, oddly enough, Patrick Day and Danny Jacobs had a very, very close relationship. Oddly enough, Patrick Day started boxing because of Danny Jacobs. That's the reason he started boxing. And this is a man that you know is dealing with something, and you will put him in a situation like this. When you know obviously, we know allegedly, but common sense lets us know that there's something wrong with this situation with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., right? Just like we know there's something wrong with the situation with Dillian Whyte. Eddie Hearn, you should be ashamed of yourself if this is the case. And I can't see any reason why the NSAC will make up stories. This is a horrible act. And these are the things that needs to be brought to the light. These are the things that the sport of boxing, that hurts the sport of boxing. On November 7th, 2019, I contacted Sean Palmer, Matchroom's head of legal and business affairs, and informed him of legal issues with Matchroom's dealings with Chavez discussed Hearn. I further informed him of the potential consequences should Matchroom not take corrective measures to comply with Nevada law, including a violation of Nevada law, would be considered by the NSAC when deciding whether to renew Matchroom's promoter's license. So they're not even going to allow Matchroom to put on events in Las Vegas or possibly anywhere within the states if he tries to push forward with this fight and take this fight to Arizona, is what Eddie Hearn is trying to do. Phoenix, Arizona. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. That's all I got to say, man. It's wow. So this just proves and sheds light on the entire situation as to why you haven't gotten a resolution to the B sample with Dillian Whyte. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram on Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace. If you haven't purchased your Focus Ball, go purchase your Focus Ball at thefocusball.com. Perfect for hand-eye coordination, perfect for accuracy in combat sports. Use the promo code Blue Blood Sports TV and get 10% off.
The Blue Blood